Odyssey. At 436 pounds, Jeff Grippley and his partner, the sensational surfer, Ray Odyssey. And their opponents, weighing in at 500 pounds combined. They hail from Toho, Tasmania. Here they are, ladies and gentlemen, Noga and Mako, the Tazmanaics.
Welcome back, wrestling fans. Do not adjust the color on your television set. You are looking at Freak Test Pattern, the Tazmanaics, with their manager, Dirty Deeds, Darren Wise. I don't know if Jeff Grippley and Ray the Surfer Odyssey know what they got themselves into, Mike.
I think they made a big mistake. I would never have signed a contract to face. Again, they're not pro wrestlers. I will not call them that. They're savages, they're cannibals, and totally animalistic. Really, they should not be in the ring.
Very intense individuals.
I'll tell you,
Very
you saw
intense.
them going through their pre-match ritual. Now watch when they make the tag, they will headbutt one another. I have never seen that before in my career. Ray Odyssey stepping underneath. What a shot! These two had some great go-rounds when each of them were vying for the Junior Heavyweight Championship, and Ray Odyssey knows Noga of the Tazmanaics, the guy you're looking at outside the ring right now, and Noga, in turn, knows the style of Ray Odyssey. Those two have been up and down and up and down and back and forth and down the street and back again.
This is true.
And
when you know a wrestler's style, it's very, very hard to get an upper edge on him.
He may know his style, but now you've got two of them in
look
double.
Out! Here comes Ray Odyssey outside over the top rope. Meanwhile, Mako is outside the ring, but it's too late. And he's gonna take a shot. What a high-risk maneuver by Ray the Surfer Odyssey. That is unbelievable. If he ever missed that shot, I don't know what would.
Over the top rope, leaping about 10 feet in the air, coming out onto the hardwood floor, and I'll tell you, it is solid.
Yeah, there's no padding out there, wrestling fans, like some other federations. This is hardwood floor. When you hit the floor, you're gonna feel it.
I'll tell you,
Ray Odyssey peels his man out of there. Noga now sending his man into the far side. Here comes Odyssey stepping with a shoulder block over his man, up the other side, and
fireman's carry.
Oh my goodness! Tasmanian drop. Darren Wise likes what he sees. Take a look at him. Noga pounding away in the back of the head of Ray the Surfer Odyssey. Whips him into the buckle. Lets out a scream, but it's too late. He should have gone right in there, Mike.
He definitely took his time and gave the Surfer a chance to recoup.
There's a 2 count. That's all he's going to get. You're not going to beat the Tazmanaics that easily. I wouldn't be surprised if Darren Wise isn't already negotiating title shots for these guys. Of course, they have to go through teams like Ray Odyssey and Jeff Grippley. But look at that. That belly-to-belly suplex was unbelievable.
And he turned that in, originally started out as a bear hug, and it was unbelievable.
He did a complete flip.
And look at the Surfer fighting his way back, and a flying drop kick.
And another one from a standstill position. Take no prisoners.
Hip toss.
Over the hip.
And I'll tell you something, Brian, you're seeing some exciting IWCCW wrestling action. Unbelievable.
I'll tell you, the action is fast and furious, hot and heavy. There's a back suplex. It's going to take Jeff Grippley out, and that's going to send him down to the canvas and allow him to think about the match for a little bit.
I'll tell you, just when you think you have these Tazmanaics down, they come with one of these original suplex and just turn the tables right around.
You know, Don,
he dropped him right on his head.
On the top of his head.
Unbelievable. How would you like to have these two guys over for dinner?
I think if we invited those two over for dinner, we would be dinner.
It very well could be.
So I don't think I'll be doing that to too often. You know how Noga here in the ring likes his steak within reach.
There's another suplex.
Another belly suplex.
I have never seen so many impressive suplexes in one match.
So many different styles of suplex. It's just amazing.
Grippley whipped to the ropes, and he holds him up there, lets him think about it, and drops him.
I'll tell you one thing, Jeff Grippley is going to be feeling the effects of this match tomorrow morning.
I'll tell you, he's going to have to go to a massage therapist. Look at this. What's coming up? Ah, what a savant kick. Holds him. There's that maneuver. And it looks like he's going for the submission. There it is. That Tasmanian submission type hold. I don't know if you want to call it the Tasmanian submission hold. I guess that's a good name for it.
And it worked. Grippley is submitting.
Grippley can't take the punishment anymore.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the winners, the Tazmanaics.
And they didn't go after Ray Odyssey. I thought they were going to, but Darren Wise wisely pulled out that controlling crystal, the only known object to be able to control the diabolical Tazmanaics. There they go. And here we go to a break. We're coming right back with more wrestling action. Don Zaleski, Mike Bittman, Brian Webster at ringside. We hope you'll come back for more.
Feel the heat when he's near. Want respect, pay the fee here. No asking, no plead. He takes the crown, you bleed. Kiss the ring. You want a shot? Kiss the ring. Give it all you got. Kiss the ring. He's running the game. Say his name. Feel the flame. Kiss the ring. You wanna stand tall? Kiss the ring. Then risk it all. Kiss the ring. He's not bluffing. Bodacious pretty boy, built from nothing. Fast life runs, dirty crew. Bodacious name, loud and true. He's no friend, he's your fear. When he's close, the end is near. Leads the pack, sets the pace. Bring your best, he breaks your face. Talk your talk, break your frame. When it's done, you know his name. Kiss the ring. You want a shot? Kiss the ring. Give it all you got. Kiss the ring. He's running the game. Say his name. Feel the flame. Kiss the ring. You wanna stand tall? Kiss the ring. Then risk it all. Kiss the ring. He's not bluffing. Bodacious pretty boy, built from nothing. You talk tough, you act brave, but deep down you already know you're gonna kiss it. Kiss the ring. Kiss the ring. Kiss the ring. He runs the thing. Kiss the ring.
Championship Wrestling's Mega Brawl right here at Daniel Boone High School in Birdsboro, Pennsylvania, February 8th, 1997. And here comes the fan favorite, Flexx Wheeler. And I'll tell you what, these people here in Birdsboro love this man, and he is a top contender for a title. If the Bodacious Alliance are going to do anything, they better be in the back watching the monitor and watching what this man's about, because he could be the one knocking on Flamingo Kid Pinky's door wanting to get a title shot. And with all that he has to offer, he could take that title from the Flamingo Kid. But tonight, he's stepping in the ring against another fan favorite, against the Italiano, Gino Caruso. And here he comes, the Italiano, Gino Caruso. Those must be his buddies at the pizza shop. These Italians, they know how to make some good pizza. I think Gino should make me a pizza when this match is over. This is going to be a unique matchup because these guys, none of them cheat. They're both fan favorites, so we should have a nice, good matchup here. There, look at that. Nice show of respect by both athletes. And Gino Caruso, looks like they're playing with each other at this point in time, feeling each other out to find out what's going to happen. If you look at it, Flexx looks like he's going to have the power advantage, but we're not sure. We're not sure. Look at him. Look at. Looks like they don't want to hurt each other too much. They just want to get the win. And there's a cover by Gino. Flexx gets out at 2. And look at that. You can hear the crowd cheering it on. Flexx Wheeler. And here we go once again. Headlock by Gino. Flexx Wheeler. I know Flexx Wheeler's got the power match on this one. Look at it. Maybe not. Maybe not. Gino's putting Flexx down. What a bridge. And now look at Flexx fighting his way back. Down goes Gino. I understand that both guys have respect for each other, but you're going to have to win this matchup. Nobody wants to go home with the loser's pay. And here we go. Once again, the lockup. Flexx Wheeler with the headlock. Flexx Wheeler. Fan favorite. He gets tall spin to the ropes. Shoulder tackle, and Gino goes down. And Flexx with a headlock and puts him down again. Not a lot of aggression from both guys. They are friends. 1, 2, no. Very close. Gino tries it again. Once again, very close. Gino's not submitting. Here we go. Third time might be the charm. No. Both guys are friends, like I started saying. They're both buddies, so they don't want to hurt each other. They're probably going to party after this match is over, but right now they got to get the win. I understand not hurting each other, but you got to also understand you got to win this match. You want to climb the rankings of RCW, you got to win. Look at this. Hip toss by Flexx Wheeler. And a headlock and back down. Another interesting note, both guys know each other really well, being friends, so they might know the other's injuries. And we got a head scissors by Gino Caruso. It's interesting, the fans don't know who to cheer for too much for. They like both. And look at Gino. Uh-oh. There's a lot of people chanting for Flexx Wheeler. And I know Gino Caruso, when he gets mad, his Italian blood starts to flow, and you're going to see him fight. And Flexx Wheeler's back on that arm. And here we go. Gino whips in Flexx. Flexx stucks that clothesline. And look at this. Gino had no idea what to do, and Flexx Wheeler took advantage of that, and he hip tosses Gino Caruso back down. And you can see Gino's frustration is starting to show. And there goes Flexx getting the fans riled up. I'll tell you what, these people are in the Flexx tonight. Look at this. Now you're starting to see the other side of Gino Caruso. Whoa, look at that. Flexx goes under the ropes. And now he's out there with the crowd. Look at this. Look at Flexx Wheeler enjoying the crowd out there. And Gino Caruso is getting very upset. Look at Gino, he's mad. Flexx Wheeler gets back into the ring. I like this Flexx Wheeler at the last event, Say No to Drugs event 96. He was out there doing all kinds of illegal maneuvers. And now look at Gino. Look at Gino Caruso breaking the rules now. Ooh! I don't know, that looked like that elbow hit him right in the face. He drops the legs on Flexx Wheeler. We get a 1. No, that was a 2 count. Flexx Wheeler kicked out on a 2. And now Gino talking crap to Flexx Wheeler as he has him in a headlock. I tell you one thing, Gino Caruso, he could be a real nice guy, but if you tee him off, you're going to find out that he can also kick the crap out of you. You can hear the crowd chanting for Flexx. So it looks like the fans have... Ooh! Nice comeback by Flexx, but it didn't last too long because Gino Caruso delivers an elbow, or I should say knee, into his gut. And now Flexx Wheeler is down. Look at the crowd. They are all for Flexx Wheeler tonight. So it looks like the crowd has turned on Gino Caruso. That may be a good thing or a bad thing, because like I said, if Gino gets mad, he's going to start to fight heavy. And Flexx Wheeler out of that maneuver. Oh, Gino fell. Gino fell down, but it might have been a ploy because he put Flexx back down. And look at him, kicking away, and now he's stomping on the back of his head. Using the ropes. I didn't think Gino would be cheating. Body slams Flexx. Drops the elbow. There's a 1 count. Only a 2. Flexx reverses it, and he kicks out again. What a maneuver. A big time knee into the guts of Flexx Wheeler. He rams his head onto that top turnbuckle. A shot by Gino. Referee needs to get in there. They're in the corner. A reversal by Flexx Wheeler. Flexx Wheeler with a power slam. 1, 2. There it is. Flexx Wheeler gets the 3. Gino Caruso. The question is now,
gentlemen, this contest is scheduled for one fall. Currently making his way into the ring area, weighing in at 318 pounds and hailing from Sicily, here is Vinnie the Hitman Biondo.
The doctor taking his time, taking off his coat.
Now here they go. I just interviewed both Dr. Johnny Wildside and Nurse Vanessa recently and asked them about this usual ring antic here of them. She's going to give him a sort of a physical here. It's going to take a while,
They
and
should
I'm
have
sure
taken care of this long before this match was even signed, for crying out loud.
That's right. That's absolutely
My
right. We have
goodness gracious. This is
state
something
athletic commission physicians to do these kind of things.
Exactly. Now, is this a little, does Dr. Johnny Wildside not allow the regular physician to check him out? I don't know. Nurse Vanessa is shaking her head yes.
You know, she told me
shakes her head no. I guess everything is okay.
She told me she's an actual registered nurse, but she also told me she got her diploma from the University of Beijing, so you tell me what it's worth. I really don't know what's going on with these two.
You know, when I need doctor's care or if I need just a regular physical, these are the last people that I will call.
Well, I don't know about Vanessa, but Wildside for sure.
Well, you got a point there.
Now watch this.
Now what is the nurse doing? Vinnie Biondo seems to be
Oh, don't do that,
a
Vinnie.
little bit too much attention.
Oh.
Look at that. Again, the nurse proves to be a distraction for yet another opponent of Dr. Johnny Wildside.
Look at the arrogance of her. She hasn't even left the ring. She better get out of there. She's in trouble.
Couple of nice arm twisters by the hitman, Vinnie Biondo. He's a short, stocky guy, and he packs a punch, let me tell you.
Where's our referee, Mr. Curley? Why is he allowing her to stand in the corner of the ring and laugh?
Slam by Dr. Now look at this. Now she's walking over to our side, and she turns her back on you, Bob.
Well,
lifts a big boot right
that's
there.
the story of my life, Brad.
Oh, look at the nurse. She is totally smitten. She is in love with the doctor. Oh, for crying out loud. Look at this now.
I think she's in love with the premiums, to tell you the truth.
What is the purpose of this?
Uh-oh. We've seen this before. This is the sleeper hold. This is his favorite finisher.
Look out, Dr. Johnny Wildside putting the hitman to sleep here. We could have a sleeper submission. The referee's going to have to check that. And, oh, look at the nurse. She is very happy. Up. Nighty-night time for the hitman. Yes, indeed. There's the bell.
I'm disgusted.
The nurse never even left the ring. That's disgusting. Well, fans, you never know what to expect here at International World Class Championship Wrestling.
What is that?
Now what's going on here? What is that? A prescription.
I think it's a bandage.
Oh, on his hair. Oh, well.
I'll tell you, she may be beautiful, but she's a snake. And there's the snake charmer, Dr. Johnny Wildside. I think between the two of them, they're writing a prescription for mayhem.
My goodness.
and I've been blind for a while, yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I might have changed my style, yeah. Substitute I might have found for nothing more than a broken smile, yeah. Every action we decide to make may ultimately change our lives, yeah. And I'm realizing time is flying, the smallest of time. As I reach the horizon, I can hear the look in her eyes, yeah. Think I just might stay here a while, yeah. I think I just might sit down. Think I might shoot the shit for a while, yeah. I think I might take a hit. When it comes down to the right or wrong, I'm ready to move on. Decision based on your mental state. That's why a bad decision is good, because we all know a good one just can't wait.
Making his way to the ring area, being accompanied by his manager, Dirty D Darren Wise, weighing in at 267 pounds, and hailing from Northern Bohemia, here is the Deadly Dutchman!
To taunt.
Right.
The Dutchman coming in at 267 pounds.
Just coming off a very successful tour of Wiesbaden, Germany, weighing in at 232 pounds, and hailing from Nazareth, Pennsylvania, here is
Rick Reed coming to the ring.
This should be a good match. They're both have about the same amount of experience. They're both about the same size. I'm anxious to see the outcome of this one.
They're both veteran campaigners on the mat wars. Worked their way through many of the organizations here in the independent circuit, as well as with some of the majors.
Right.
Rick Reed sporting number 25. And before we start, we're blessed with Darren Wise.
The original mouse that roared. Dirty D, Darren Wise.
Well, we should give him credit, a tremendous athlete here in the IWA, but tonight wearing the managerial hat. The Deadly Dutchman works him into the corner. Shot to the side of the head. Going in for a light snack. Possible low blow. Dirty D.
He did it already.
He'll pop up anywhere.
So innocent.
The
Dutchman works him into the corner. Gets him across. Reed gets the foot up. Follows with the forearm. And the Dutchman. Very typical of the domain of doom. He runs out. Darren puts his track shoes on. Runs into his own man. Rick Reed very aggressive. Puts the Dutchman across. Follows with an elbow. Taking advantage of Wise being semi-conscious outside.
Boy, we're like at an indoor track meet.
How many laps has he done?
I don't know.
Oh, a double headbutt. Rick Reed throwing him back into the ring. With a forearm. The Dutchman. Get hit and run. Rick Reed inviting him into the ring.
Oh, it looks like we're going to have an additional match. Look at that physique.
Hours in the gym.
But not doing what most of the other wrestlers do, obviously.
Oh, a missed elbow. Rick Reed spanking. Dirty deeds, Darren Wise.
But look who's creeping up.
Oh, Rick Reed. Paying attention too much to Darren Wise.
Yeah. Well, Darren did his job, as painful as it might have been.
A low knee takes Reed off his feet. Going in for the Dutch clutch. Variation of a sleeper hold. He's got it slapped on, but he can't seem to get his fingers connected. Seems to have it almost slapped on. Can Reed hold off? Rick Reed down to his feet.
Looks like it might be over.
1, 2. Oh!
Help! He's pulling it out.
I've never seen anybody walk out of the Dutch clutch. Rick Reed, very worried. Darren Wise outside of the ring. Rick Reed semi-conscious, but still fighting the effects of the Dutch clutch. Oh!
Got his own man with the chair.
Rick Reed covers 1, 2, and 3. Rick Reed with a tremendous victory.
Sometimes you wonder if it's good to have a manager like Dirty Deeds on your side.
The Deadly Dutchman.
I split him open.
He's drawn blood. Rick Reed, a hard-fought victory over the Deadly Dutchman. Darren Wise helping up his fallen warrior. The Deadly Dutchman. The Deadly Dutchman broken open by his own manager. Dirty Deeds, Darren Wise looking for his man who went down in defeat. Well, let's go to a commercial break.
This is Kevin Sullivan. If you want action, if you want excitement, if you want evil, if you want strange doings, this is how we all can come to your town.
Everyone, this is Buddy J. Walker with Regional Championship Wrestling. We're here in the Fleetwood, Pennsylvania area, where we're going to have a big singles match between Bob Tyler, which is that man right there, who is usually in a tag team with his brother, and they are twins, and they do good here in the tag team division, but his brother got injured, and he's going to be out for quite some time. So now Bob Tyler is going to do this on his own and be a single star if he can, and this is his first chance to do that. And his opponent is going to be somebody that can't be taken lightly. He is a smaller wrestler, but he's been around for quite some time. And I'm talking about the wrestler, the Bodacious Pretty Boy. And he's strutting his way into the ring, singing his own music, by the way. And look at him, flashy. That's what he does. He's small, but he knows what to do. He's also a manager on a part-time basis, and he also wrestles, and you're going to find out right now what he's all about. He has been in the business for 4 or 5 years at this time, maybe less, I'm not sure. I didn't do the homework on that one. But the Bodacious Pretty Boy, with all his glasses and jacket and a hat and all that stuff that has his name on it, I guess he wants you to know who he is, the Bodacious Pretty Boy. And Kenny, the referee, always has an issue with the Bodacious Pretty Boy, and we'll see how this is going to turn out. And as you can see, he's skipping around and dancing, and this is what Pretty Boy does. He wastes a lot of time, and I think it's because he's short and small that he has to do that. And then you see the crowd doesn't like him, but don't let that fool you. He is very good at what he does in the business. He's been wrestling for years. Small, but he knows what he's doing. And just like that, he went outside to the ring, and that takes the momentum away from Bob Tyler. Look at him, just walking around. Alrighty, let's get him in. He flips into the ring, does that little dance that he does, and I don't know what Bob is feeling right now, but we got the, nope, can't even get a lock, and there goes the Bodacious Pretty Boy again. And it's obviously what it is all about. Pretty Boy is getting into the head of Bob Tyler. He doesn't know what to think or what to say, what to do against a guy like this who is very active in the business. Ooh, kicked him, but it didn't feel anything, and Bob gives him a punch, and now the Bodacious Pretty Boy is in a lot of trouble. He gets sent into the other side of the ring, clothesline out of that corner. Bob Tyler. I keep messing his name up. Okay, there, body slam. And now what's Bob Tyler gonna do? Into the ropes, drops a leg drop. But look, you see, Bob Tyler didn't go for a cover. He should have tried it anyway. And Pretty Boy knows the weaknesses of Bob Tyler. Look at that duck and then clothesline, but he gets the elbow instead. Down goes the Bodacious one. And the crowd here is happy to see Bob Tyler. I think he's actually from Fleetwood. He takes him to the corner. He sends him in, but a reversal by the Bodacious Pretty Boy. And look at that, nice maneuver. And a hip toss right out of the corner. And again, Pretty Boy knows where the ropes are. But now, we're going to get maybe a 10 bell right here. Boom, boom. Referee trying to get it stopped. Start counting with that. Down. And Pretty Boy is down. And out the ring he goes again. That's what he does. Once you get a good momentum on him, he'll get out of the ring and that'll stop that. And if Bob Tyler was wanting to stop him, he could go out there and get him. What's he going to do? Is he going to suplex him in? Yes, he is. Oh, holding him up there and suplex from the outside back into the ring in Fleetwood, Pennsylvania. Bodacious Pretty Boy, as I mentioned, that Adrian Street was somebody he liked watching, and Adrian Street was a small guy as well, and he played this role to get people scared of him. And look at that drop kick. by the Bodacious Pretty Boy, and you see he doesn't go for the cover. That's the thing. And now Bob is up. He hits him. And now, boom, another shot by Bob Tyler. And again, in the corner, look at this, several times, smacking him. Referee should get in there. Kicked him right in the gut, and again. Look at this. It's over. Referee should be, counting. He is, but, look at that. Hip tossed him right out of the corner. And if you haven't done so already, hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate that here on Facebook and also on YouTube. And look at this, punching away. Kicked him right in the face. Pretty Boy does a lot of kicks. He knows how to do that. He's trained in the martial arts as well, as he got reversed. And another, wow, a 360 clothesline. That could be it right there. He's hooking the legs. And it is over. Bob Tyler wins this matchup right here in Regional Championship Wrestling. Hit the subscribe button and hit that thumbs up, and we'll see you at the matches.
I am Dr. Johnny Wildside, and along with my mental advisor, Buster Heidemann, and Nurse Feelgood, and we all know what Nurse Feelgood looks like, don't we? I want to invite you to the Hamburg Fieldhouse, February 8th, for United Labor Council, SDM Promotions Wrestling Card. Be there.
For this ICW Heavyweight Championship bout. That's right. How often on television do you see a World Heavyweight Championship match? We've got it for you right here. And Greg the Hammer Valentine is ready. And these fans are enjoying the action, Mike.
This is the match everyone has been looking forward to. The legend, the Hammer, Greg Valentine, going up against certainly one of the strongest men in the world, Tony Atlas.
I'll tell you, Atlas got into the ring. They started going at it, and Atlas immediately took a powder outside. Now he doesn't even want to get into the ring until Valentine steps back. I think Valentine is back far enough. Now he steps forward, and Atlas isn't going to get into the ring. Look at the way that man is put together. No wonder he is the ICW Heavyweight Champion.
Look at those biceps. Look at those triceps. I'm telling you, that is pure power.
Now Atlas wants to make friends
Greg is not going to fall for that. He's been around too long. He knows Tony is not in there for any signs of friendship whatsoever.
No. And Greg Valentine, like you said, he's been around long enough to know the tricks of the trade, and he's not going to fall for that friendship gesture by Mr. Tony Atlas as they tie up and make their way to the ropes. And, of course, you can see a clean break, but there you see Atlas with a little shove, a little competitive shove on Greg the Hammer Valentine, the challenger. A title bout for you, wrestling fans.
You know, Brian, Tony Atlas will try to do this to intimidate the Hammer because he's got to use his strength in order to win this match. He's got to keep it in a purely strength contest because Atlas does not have the moves of Greg the Hammer Valentine.
And again, Atlas shoves Valentine off. I hope that Atlas isn't taking this match too lightly and thinks that Valentine is a pushover. These two gentlemen have met before. They have a track record that is unbelievable as far as action goes. And I certainly hope that Atlas isn't taking this match lightly because Valentine is in some of the best shape he's ever been in.
Well, I'm sure he's not.
This time it's Valentine with a shove. That sent Atlas right across the ring.
And you can see the power of Greg the Hammer Valentine. It's quite evident. He literally shoved Atlas clear to the other side of the ring.
Now Valentine threatening to go after the referee. Don't do it, Valentine. That'll get you automatically disqualified.
You know, Greg the Hammer Valentine has shown over the years he's got a pretty good temper. Get that temper up. Look out.
What a tremendous contest we have here. Atlas wants his hand raised in victory for what?
I'll tell you, if I was a betting man, I wouldn't put a bet on this one.
A tough one to call, I'll tell you that right now, as Valentine winds up the arm. What you have here is equal talented wrestlers. Look at Valentine just dropping the hammer. And Atlas is going to power over towards the ropes. The true sign of a champion, always knowing where you are and always knowing how to make the rules work in your favor.
You know, Brian, Greg the Hammer has been saying all along he wants to take Atlas down on the ring canvas and work on those legs. Let's see, as this match progresses, if he will get that opportunity to work on those spindly legs, as he calls them.
And we'll say that from the safety of our broadcast table here. Atlas with a nice shoulder. Look at the shape that Tony Atlas did. I'll tell you what, some of these fans are on their feet. Nobody is turning away from this exciting action. All eyes are glued to that ring.
I would certainly say, whatever you do, don't blink. And it's Tony Atlas with a hair pull and a headbutt on the Hammer.
What a headbutt. The Hammer goes down like a fallen tree, and Tony Atlas is proud of himself. Look at the grin on Tony Atlas, and take a look at that bicep. He looks like he's posing even when he isn't posing.
Well, I'll tell you, he's certainly one of the best in pro wrestling.
Slams Valentine's head into the canvas. Now with a side headlock, the champion, Tony Atlas, trying to wear down his challenger, Greg the Hammer Valentine.
If he expects the Hammer to quit, don't look for it.
Hammer shoves into the ropes. Atlas off the other side, and he moves right into an elbow.
He's on now. Let's see if he'll go to work on those legs.
Valentine with a quick elbow. Valentine with another elbow drop. Now using the ropes for a little bit of help and stomping on that big chest of Tony Atlas, a former Mr. USA. I guess you could call him Mr. Everything. He has had a long and illustrious career, and it continues to get better and better every day here in the IWCCW as he enjoys being the ICW champion. He says, hey, do you want to take my belt? Kill me or cripple me.
And you notice that he got out of that ring. He did not want to be on that ring floor where Atlas, the Hammer could get a chance to work on those legs and possibly go for that figure four leg lock.
And I'll tell you what, Greg the Hammer Valentine has called the ring the combat zone when it comes to he and Atlas going at it in that squared circle. And I'll tell you what, so far it has resembled a combat zone. These two guys have gone toe-to-toe and neck-to-neck. Although Atlas has spent a lot of time complaining to the official to no avail. And now we have a little test of strength challenge. I don't know if I would want to challenge Tony Atlas to a test of strength.
Well, certainly that would be in Tony Atlas's favor. However, Greg the Hammer Valentine, a lot of power in his own right. Look at the smirk on the face of Tony Atlas.
And they cinch in that, what we used to call when we were a kid, let's play mercy. Let's see who's going to say mercy first. Look at Atlas. He is the one down on one knee. Valentine is holding his own. He is a big man in his own right. He's not the size of Atlas, but I'll tell you what, he has got power. Oh, there's a knee lift right into the midsection. That'll bring Valentine down, and that'll make it an unfair test of strength.
And an eye rake by Tony Atlas.
And not just an eye rake, but I think he wanted to take a piece of that eye with him home with him. Now he introduces Valentine to the top turnbuckle, and Atlas is going to step outside of the ring apron. Nope, he's all the way out onto the floor where he's going to do some damage. Drops an elbow to the chest, drops an elbow to the throat.
And he's working on that throat.
The referee saying, hey, get in here, huh? Let's take the action back inside. Valentine has fallen to the floor. Oh, look at this. Now using the ring barrier rope, if you will, the rope that separates the seating area from the ringside, and he's using that to his advantage as that was used as an equalizer to weaken Greg the Hammer Valentine. Meanwhile, the referee is counting inside the ring.
You know, I think we said at the start of this match, Brian, this would not be a pretty match, that just about anything could happen, that Atlas would, you know, really resort to almost anything to win, and so far, he has shown us that he will do exactly that.
And we saw the pain just a moment ago in the face of Greg the Hammer Valentine. Atlas is enjoying every minute of this as he locks into a chin lock.
Reverse chin lock by former Mr. USA, Tony Atlas. And I'll tell you, look at that face. Look at the smirk on Tony Atlas.
My goodness, I've never seen eyes like that. He is a madman, and the chant for Hammer has come alive with this great crowd on hand to witness one of the greatest wrestling contests ever put together. An elbow by Valentine, a chop by Valentine, and the champion goes down. He's up quick. There's a big hammer elbow, and another one. Atlas is staggered. Atlas on Rubber Street right now. There's a chop, and he's down.
He awoke a sleeping giant, and Greg the Hammer Valentine is ready.
Atlas doesn't even know where he is. Look at those shots
by the Hammer.
Oh, what a clothesline! Tony Atlas, they better call 911. He is in bad shape, Mike Midman.
Outside the ring is Greg the Hammer Valentine.
And here we go. He's going to start working on the legs. Atlas does not want to get into this predicament. There's a fine how do you do for Mr. Tony Atlas right there from a young fan. And look at Valentine going to work on the left leg of the ICW World Heavyweight Champion. He is Mr. Tony Atlas. And he's not looking too good right now.
Brian, I would say that championship belt is on very thin ice as of this moment.
Not looking too good at all for Mr. Tony Atlas. More damage will be done to the ligaments. Atlas wants to make friends. It's too late for that.
He's trying to distract and take away the momentum of Greg the Hammer Valentine. Valentine, however, not buying any of that.
Valentine now grabbing a hold of Mr. Tony Atlas, who's up against the ropes, and asking the crowd if he should do it. And he does it. Stumped into the midsection.
That IWCCW belt in jeopardy right now. I can tell you the momentum is in the favor of the Hammer.
Atlas has something. Oh, he just blocked. Greg Valentine, the referee saw it. Look at that. It looks like a set of brass knuckles right there.
We've got a clear shot of it.
Tony Atlas has done it again. He has snuck his way into more trouble. He just whacked. Oh, now he gives the referee a shove, and he wants more of a piece of it. Oh, look at it. He's drooling for crying out loud. He's like a crazed animal in there. Oh, Valentine blocks it. There's a chop to the head. That foreign object went flying. Valentine grabs it, and now he says, it's my turn to teach you a lesson.
On the head of Tony Atlas, a solid right by Greg the Hammer Valentine.
And Atlas is out cold on the floor.
Okay.
Holy mackerel, what a contest. See if we can get the the official word here. Obviously, whoa, wait a minute. Valentine is not done with Tony Atlas. There's a shot.
Over, Brian.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please.
Holy mackerel.
Tony
Valentine still going after Tony Atlas. They're going to take it all the way back to the locker room area.
Foreign object.
They're coming over to our area. Look out. Atlas going anywhere he can to try to get out of there and having a seat in the bleachers. Look at Tony Atlas. He looks like he just got thrown out of a barroom somewhere. Holy mackerel, he knows he's been in a contest, ladies and gentlemen. And the winner is Greg the Hammer Valentine. I've never seen anything like this in my life. This is incredible. Valentine wants more of a piece of Mr. Tony Atlas. He doesn't get the belt, but he certainly gets the victory.
Valentine saying, come on in, let's do it again, let's have some more.
Hold on a second here. Hold on. We might have more. Valentine inviting Atlas to get back into the ring. Atlas wondering if it's such a good idea.
Don't touch that dial. This match, I believe, is far from over.
Oh, look out. They're going at it once again. Valentine spins him around and gives him the atomic drop, and Atlas is outside once again and back down onto the floor goes the champion, Tony Atlas. Greg the Hammer Valentine has taught him quite a lesson.
That atomic knee drop gave Tony Atlas all he wants. I doubt if he's going to get in the ring again.
Now the referee has come back out. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, what action here on International World Class Championship Wrestling. Now Atlas is after the crowd.
You know,
Greg the Hammer Valentine.
I think we just cleared out the first 3 rows at ringside.
Oh. My goodness gracious. Now Tony Atlas thinks he is the winner. I don't think he got any kind of victory at all. Greg the Hammer Valentine with the cheers of the crowd behind him.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention. Ladies and gentlemen, would you like to see a return match for the title? Let's hear it, would you?
Oh! Holy, this is insane. This is incredible.
Greg Valentine, you want a rematch? If you think that I'll whoop your butt good tonight.
I think he's got his stories mixed up there, Mike.
Will you accept the title hero? Will you accept the next bout?
Let's see what Valentine has to say.
I not only accept another title match, I'll wrestle him right now. Let's get it over with, so I won't have to fly back up here.
Valentine's ready for more action. Will Atlas get back into the ring?
I'll do it anytime you want to sign a contract. Right now, next week, or whenever we're back here, I'll wrestle you anytime, Tony Atlas.
Whoa, here's the acceptance.
Well, there you are, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you'll all be here for a return.
You know, Brian, I wonder what match Tony Atlas was watching.
You let me tell you something. I will get in that ring right now and wrestle you, Greg, but I don't want to hurt you.
My goodness. Big brave words from champion Tony Atlas. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back with more action right here. Don't go away. It's International World Class